Don't have no fear, it ain't welcome here. It's not in our blood, we rise above. Strength at our core, so self-assured. It's in our blood, we rise above. Anything is possible. Give everything or none at all. Our truth will not be buried. We're gonna be legendary.
Dun, dun. Woo! I am so excited for today. Congratulations, everyone, for making it to day 2. Give yourselves a big round of applause right now. And breathe in that energy, breathe in that excitement, breathe in that fresh air. And one of the reasons why we have the sequence of the challenge built the way we do is we want to start every day in a peak state. That's why we do this priming exercise. This is why we do our soul activation, to get our mind awake. And there's neurological science that goes into how that activates ourselves so that we can create. And then focusing on gratitude. Gratitude is the energy and the frequency of abundance. And then as we dig into our concepts and our training today, I want to leave you today with one of the most important and powerful tools you'll ever experience in your entire life. This for me is the magic sauce. This is the thing that when you learn to gain mastery over this area in your life, everything else is easy. This is the key to being able to experience flow versus force. This is the key to be able to experience abundance versus scarcity. This is the key to experience hope rather than fear. This is the key to experience love versus disconnection or loneliness. Like, this is the master key, and we want to start with it first as we begin this challenge, because this is the gateway to everything else we do as creators and as leaders. So as I introduce this concept to you, I'm just going to invite all of you to just take a big deep breath in and just get settled right now in this moment. I know you have a lot of things going on. I know you got things in your home and your family and your business and all of the other stuff outside of the world that's happening right now. I'm going to invite you in this moment to draw all of your attention into where you're at right now. Feel the weight of your body on the chair. Feel the breath flowing in through your lungs. Be here now. And I'm going to invite you as we stand in the space of presence to really invest yourself fully into this experience that we're going to have right now. As we talk about this concept, and I want you to write these words down. Emotional sovereignty. I just realized as I said that it becomes a spelling test, because hardly anyone actually knows how to spell the word sovereignty. I'm not sure I even do. But this concept of emotional sovereignty. I want to talk about this because this is the gateway to what we call vibration of creation. Vibration of creation. What is the vibration of creation? I want to lay this down for you because this is, once again, the master key for transformation. This is what's required for us to be able to generate new results and to be able to navigate times of change like we're in right now effortlessly and easy. To understand this principle of vibration of creation and emotional sovereignty. And let me lay this out by sharing a story. You know, I think, how many of you have ever had an experience in your life where something happened and it instantly made you feel angry, or made you feel sad, or made you feel upset, or made you feel powerless? If you've ever experienced one of those moments in your life that kind of knocked you off balance, chime in below and just say, I have. Just let me know if you've experienced one of those moments in your life. For some of you are like, yeah, every day, every day we're surrounded by other people and other situations that are outside of our control. And in these situations, when things happen to us and we get knocked emotionally off balance, it's really easy for us to step into what we call emotional victimhood. What is emotional victimhood? Emotional victimhood is when we give power to something outside of us for our emotional state. Well, he made me mad, or she made me upset, or and we begin pointing the finger of blame at some other thing outside of us for the reason why we're feeling the way we are right now. In our current state of the country and the world, there is a massive amount of emotional victimhood where people are feeling scared, people are feeling uncertain, people are feeling nervous, people are feeling anxious, people are feeling all of these emotions because of these things that are happening outside of them. And our goal is to realize we can't control those things outside of us. Even if it's your husband, even if it's your kids, even if it's your employees, like those are things outside of your control. If your emotional stability and happiness and peace is based on all of those things showing up in the way you need them to, following your rules, you're doomed to a life of misery and pain and stress and frustration. As long as you're needing the economy and everything outside of you to be perfect conditions for you to be in a happy or a beautiful state, then you're screwed. Our mission is to reclaim that control through emotional sovereignty and step back into being conscious creators versus reactors rather than reacting to these things. So let me share with you a story from my life and then walk you through this experience where we help align the vibration of creation. So a couple of years ago, I went on a vacation. I traveled to Hawaii and had this amazing experience. It was incredible. And when I got home, I was married to this incredible woman. Her name was Krista. And when we got home, someone had broken into her house. Like the door was wide open and it was middle of December. We're like, what's going on? We walk in and there's things scattered, and we go into our bedroom and everything's turned over and upside down. And I want you to imagine this moment, how you would feel if someone had broken into your house while you were gone. And we're walking around and I'm scrambling. And I have this awareness. At that time, I for some reason didn't trust banks, and I was saving all of my money in cash in my home. So I had $40,000 in cash in my sock drawer. Yeah, don't judge me, please. I know that that's just, I was like, I love stashing my cash. And so that's where I had a lot of my savings. And I was like panicked, and I go in and sure enough, I open up the sock drawer, it's gone. $40,000 in cash, all of Krista's purses and jewelry and all of our like valuables were gone, like just taken away. And I want you to just tune in and ask yourself this question. How would you feel in that moment? Chime in, like if you were in that experience, what would be the emotion you would experience? Go ahead and chime in. Violated, angry, panic, scared, shock, sadness, devastated, pissed. Exactly, right? I felt all of those emotions all at once. Oh, I was so angry. I just wanted to find this guy and rip his head off. I was so scared. It's like, what am I going to do? Feeling uncertain, feeling violated, all of these things. And I felt all of those emotions for about 5 minutes. And then I came back to my awareness and I said, are any of these emotions actually serving me right now? And in that moment, I practiced what I'm going to share with you right now, this principle of emotional sovereignty, where I decided to take my power back from this person. I realized he could take my money, he could take our stuff, but I will not let him take my happiness and my peace. I decided to refuse to give him the power to take control of my emotional state. And so I did this process that I'm talking about and reclaimed. And sure enough, instantly by doing this process, I stepped back into a place of release and surrender and trust and allowing and curiosity and creativity and all of these emotions that were so much more useful. And it's really easy. And I don't blame anyone to spend weeks or months in that space of emotional uncertainty. But for me, I realized that that didn't serve. And right now for you, many of you have lost your income or lost your jobs. Many of you have been confined. Many of you even have friends or family that are sick, and all of these things that are happening outside of you. But I promise, being in a state of stress and fear and anxiety and anger will not serve the situation. You cannot lead from that space, but you can create from that space. The fact is, in this idea of vibration of creation, we are always creating in our life. But what happens when we're operating our level 2 or 3 version of ourselves? What do we then create? We create more level 2 or 3 experiences and relationships, right? So it becomes important, especially in times like this, that we step back into emotional sovereignty and reclaim our hope and curiosity and power so that we can manifest from that space. Dr. David Hawkins wrote this book called Power versus Force. And he shared within that book this scale of vibration. So this vibrational scale, for those of you that have been involved in metaphysics or law of attraction, you've heard these phrases, but for everyone else, like I really want to emphasize this, the importance of understanding where are you at on your vibrational scale right now, because the vibrational scale will determine what you're manifesting and creating in your life. So on this vibrational scale, at the very, very low level would be shame and guilt and apathy, despair, hopelessness, evil, all of these feelings of fear and grief. Notice like he scientifically measured all of these things and they all have a certain vibrational resonance, right? And it goes up, and all of these quote unquote lower vibrations, all these quote unquote negative emotions, they're just a sign that says we're focusing on what's wrong versus what's right. And when we're creating from that energy of fear, when we're creating from that energy of anxiety, from hopelessness, from sadness, then we manifest and attract more into our life, because like attracts like. Versus when we actually step into higher vibrational states of willingness, acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, alignment, then all of a sudden from that space, we start experiencing this flow and natural ease to life. And so I want you to imagine that you can rate these things on a scale of 1 to 10. All of these are 1, maybe grief and apathy are 2, 3, 4, neutrality is 5, moving all the way up to peace and joy, enlightenment, bliss, being level 10. And I want you to think about the power of having a recognition of where you're at any given moment. Emotional sovereignty comes by reclaiming control of our life, saying, I am responsible for the results of my life. Everyone type that in. Type that in right now. I am responsible for the results of my life, including our emotions. I'm responsible. I am the sole person in control. No one can make me mad. No one can make me angry. No one can make me frustrated. No one can make me depressed. I am responsible for the results of my life. Everyone say that with me. I am responsible for the results of my life. I am a conscious creator. Like this is the space through which power flows through us. So I want to give you an exercise that we're going to be doing today as a tribe to give you a tool to be able to manage that emotional state. And a lot of the things we do every morning with our soul activation, with our priming exercises and with the breathing exercises and the gratitude, and a lot of what we're going to be doing over the next 21 days is mastering emotional sovereignty so you can stand as a conscious leader, so you can create from those high vibrational states regardless of what's going on. And it will get worse. What's happening right now is just the beginning. But it doesn't matter what happens out there. We can still have the space of creativity and curiosity and power within here. So the first key is master ourselves as a leader here, step into radical self-leadership, and then from that space, we can lead and create what we want. So let me walk you through the challenge for today, and I'm going to give you an experience of it. So the challenge is this. Today, I'm going to invite you to set aside 2 times on your calendar, to actually pull out your calendar right now and set 2 times aside. And these are just quick 5-minute exercises today that you're going to do. So go ahead and pull out your calendar right now and identify when you are going to do these check-in exercises. So identify within your schedule when you're going to do it. So for instance, I'm going to do this at noon today. And I'll add a little calendar reminder for noon. And then I'll do another one at 5 p.m. So this is what I'm doing in my calendar, noon and 5. You identify 2 times that you can do these check-ins. And once again, it's the first step of emotional sovereignty is stepping into consciousness and recognizing where you're at the given moment. Okay? So your first step is set aside 5 minutes, and then I'll walk you through the process you're going to do during those 5 minutes. And so I'm going to invite you to just play along with me and just notice the shift that happens. Because throughout the day, you're going to have all of the stimulus around you, all of these things happening. You're going to have people and experiences, and you're going to have things from the news and media, all of these things bombarding you. And so it's easy sometimes for our emotional vibrancy to drop and to drain, just like a battery goes low. But giving yourself these little moments to chime in to do it would be really powerful. So once again, right now in the chat bar, check in and type in when you are going to do this 5-minute check-in today. And just make a commitment, put it in your calendar. 10 and 2, awesome. 12 and 5, perfect. 11, 4:30, good. Everyone go ahead and put in when you're committing to do this challenge. Once again, it's just 5 minutes each time, and you will thank yourself for doing this. Okay? So the process of this check-in is this. There's really just 4 steps, and it's super simple. The first step is to pause. You're so busy running. When that reminder comes up for you, just pause. Just take a moment to break from all of the noise and busyness. Just pause. There's power in slowing down. Whenever that reminder goes off, say, oh, yeah, it's time for my check-in. And this is where you actually go inward and check in, okay, where am I at? And what vibration of creation am I operating in this moment? And if you notice yourself feeling stress, if you notice yourself anxiety, if you notice your fears coming up, if you notice yourself feeling lonely or disconnected, just rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. Oh, right now I'm at a level 3, or I'm level 4, I'm level 5. Just check in and see where you're at. That's the first thing, is just draw your consciousness awareness to what are the emotions. Emotions, remember this, there's no such thing as a bad emotion. Emotions are simply gifts to let you know your vibration of creation. That's it. They'll let you know how much in alignment you are. So if you're feeling stress, anxiety, fear, it's like, oh wow, I'm feeling a level 3 right now. I'm feeling a level 4. I'm feeling a level 5. Just recognize wherever you're at. You might find yourself at a level 10. Bomb, awesome, great. Just keep doing what you're doing. But wherever you're at, just pause, recognize where you're at. The second step is to breathe. Breath is what resets the neural pathways in your brain. Breath is what releases cortisol. So I'm going to teach you a process. You've already learned some soul activation breathing. I'm going to teach you a process we call Take 5. So Take 5. Take 5 is 5 deep, slow breaths. And in this, we do a box breath. And I'm going to have you do it with me so you can feel it in your body and soul right now. So the box breath, you breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, release for 4, hold it at the bottom for 4. And we're going to do this 5 times. And once again, this is scientifically proven to release cortisol, to help get you back into a space of being calm and clear, help you activate the endorphins in your body so you feel good. And as you do this, I'm going to invite you to also use your imagination. Just imagine that you're breathing in peace and you're holding it and you're releasing stress or fear and anger, and just consciously make that decision each time. So right now, I know we did this in the soul activation, so you might already be feeling amazing, but just check in right now. Check in where you're at right now and put on a scale of 1 to 10. What's your currently thing? Just current state. What's your current vibration of creation? Just check in. Okay, we got a lot of really, really high scores because you've been doing meaningful stuff right now. So this is really important. And as we do this, I'm going to teach you one more simple but super incredibly powerful principle. And this piece is what we call the triad. This is your recipe for your emotional state. This is so insanely valuable. When you guys come to our legendary virtual intensive that we're doing in a couple weeks, I'll share with you more details about that later. We're going to go into way more depth about the science behind this, but this is really important. There are 3 things that are going to generate those emotions inside of you. The first is your body. How's your body right now? The second is your focus. What is your mind focused on? And the last is your thoughts. These three things are what drive your state or your vibration of creation. Remember this, write this down: body, focus, thoughts. These are the three things. So as you do this, you can recognize when you're feeling off. Just play along with me super, super fast. Imagine you're totally depressed right now. Imagine you're stressed, you're overwhelmed. Just put your body in the state of being totally depressed. Just do this with me right now. Just notice how you are. Just notice how you sit. When you're stressed and you're depressed, are your shoulders back or are they hunched over? They're probably hunched over. Is your focus up or is it down? It's probably down. Is your shallow deep and full or is it light? It's probably light and shallow. So just notice that all of these things, this is your emotional recipe. So as you do this check-in, I'm going to invite you to just be aware of how you're using your body and your thoughts and your focus and shift them. So in this moment, as you do this, not only are you going to do the box breathing, but you're going to put yourself in your superhero state. We're going to be training you a lot on this because this is super important. But I'm going to invite you to use your body and stand as though you are absolutely amazing. So I'm going to invite you to stand up right now. Just do this with me. Wherever you are at, just breathe in. And right now, as we do this box breathing, stand as your most powerful self. I want you to feel that energy rising through your body. In your mind, set the intention that you are unstoppable and feel that right now. And as we do this box breathing, this is what you're going to be doing during your check-in. Just stand in a powerful way. So we're going to do a box breathing. Ready? Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Slowly release. 2, 3, 4. At the bottom, hold it. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Just breathe in more power, strength, energy, courage. Hold it to the top. 2, 3, 4. As you release, just release any stress, anxiety, any part of your body that's holding tension. Just let that go now. And at the bottom, just hold it for 4. Just feeling this space of stillness and presence. As you breathe in more strength, energy, power, vitality, courage. Breathe that all in and hold it to the top. Just as you hold it, just feel the strength being held within your body, the space of well-being. As you release, just release any tension, fear, anxiety, concern about the future. Just let that go now. Hold it at the bottom. As you breathe in now, breathe in more strength, power, courage. Feel that? Hold it at the top. And release all the way to the bottom. Hold it. We're going to do one more time. This time even more. Breathe in more energy, vitality, strength, power, certainty. Feel it at the top. Feel it. Now push that energy all the way out to the ends of your fingertips. Hold it. And as you exhale, just settle more and more fully into your body right now. And in this moment, I'm just going to invite you to stand with your eyes closed. As you stand with your eyes closed, in this moment, draw all of your attention to what's great in your life. Draw all of your attention to your gratitude for what it is that you're experiencing that you can be thankful for right now. What could you be so thankful for right now? And just feel that in your body. See the pictures in your mind's eye of the people you love. Feel the gratitude for the home that you live in and for the food that you get to eat. Allow yourself right now to feel that gratitude even stronger and more intense right now. And in that space of gratitude, allow yourself to just, every breath is just a symbol of this abundance that you receive, trusting that everything will work out right. And in your mind's eye right now, tune your vision into what you desire to create, how you desire to show up no matter what. In this moment, just allow yourself to see the vision of you as a leader, you as a courageous and powerful person. Allow yourself to see and feel within you this deep knowledge that everything will work out great and you have all the resources you need to be able to thrive in these times of uncertainty. Now on the count of 3, I'm just going to have you open your eyes. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes and just check in. Notice, what vibration are you resonating at right now? Go ahead and chime in the chat below and just notice what, Katie says 11. I love it. And just notice how much this simple activation process, just taking a moment to do, take 5. To pause, check in, take 5. As you're breathing, breathe in energy, life, vitality, stand in a powerful state managing your triad. And then from that space, after you check in, you're just instantly, you feel better, and this resets the brain chemistry within you so you can go and interact. And so here's the encouragement. When you notice yourself operating from a level 2 or 3 energy state, when you notice yourself in a space of fear or stress, stop, pause, stop creating from that energy. Instead, rewind and reset, do this process, and you'll instantly feel better. And then you'll notice miracles will happen in your life when you're operating at this vibration. I just want to emphasize this as we wrap up. Miracles are the natural outcome from living in a high vibrational state. You'll experience miracles in your body. You'll experience miracles in your health. You'll experience miracles in your relationships. You'll experience miracles in your money, in your financial situation when you're operating in a high vibrational state. You will. And I'm going to encourage you to keep sharing those miracles within the Facebook group. Make sure that you're engaging and sharing those, because that's where, as a community, we get to celebrate each other. And it reminds us of the value of doing these simple things. So once again, the assignment that you have today, I'm going to just give this to you right now, is to set at least 2 times for a 5-minute vibration of creation check-in, okay? You're going to check in and notice yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. You're going to breathe, and you're going to do the triad, which is your body, focus, and thoughts. And in that, you're going to focus on gratitude, and you're going to check in again. That's the assignment for all of you that are committed to taking on this challenge to begin mastering your vibration of creation. Just chime in below and say, I commit to doing my challenge today. Just commit and just make that commitment to yourself. Once again, all of these challenges are for you. The entire experience of 21 days is for you. When you practice mastering these things over the next 21 days, you're going to emerge as a different person. You're going to see so many miracles happen in your life. So thank you so much for committing, and just feel that excitement. And I want you to, after you do those things, go back to the Facebook page, which is thelegendarytribe.com. Go back to the Facebook page, share. If you haven't already, post a selfie of yourself, introduce yourself to the group, share your intentions. This is how our community comes together so we can serve and love and support each other. And really, really am excited about that. For those of you that are part of accountability groups, your team leaders are going to be reaching out to you today and tomorrow to set that up, and you'll be gathering together as a small team this week to check in and see how you can support and love each other. And if you haven't joined an accountability group yet, go to legendaryup.com. Like, these groups are going to be insanely valuable for you to get the value out of this experience. So go to legendaryup.com. It's totally free, but we do invite you to make $100 commitment deposit that you'll get back at the end of the challenge when you show up and engage. We value what we tend to put money towards. And once again, we're not keeping this money. We're going to give it back to you, but it's your way of saying, I'm serious and I want that group. So for all of you that are in those groups, we'll be reaching out to you today, setting you up with your teams. It'll be amazing and incredible. And the final thing I want to share with you is at noon today, we've got this incredible leader. His name's Rock Thomas. He has one of the top 50 podcasts in the country. He was a self-made millionaire in his early 20s. And he has, one of his videos alone has over 100 million views. And so he's going to be on talking about the power of your identity. And really, it's going to be a really, really powerful thing. So to join a group, Jules asked, so to join a group, once again, it's legendaryup.com, www.legendaryup.com. And then the final thing I want to share is, we're just at the beginning of this challenge. By a show of hands, how many of you have already gotten a lot of value from this community and this challenge? If you have, say yes. Right now, just recognize that and just recognize the value you're getting. And we're just beginning. And I know that there's people in your life that need this also. So even though we've already started, the doors are still open, and we'd love to still continue to invite people to join us for these experiences, so you can bring them to this. You can send them to legendarychallenge.org to join, but keep spreading the word. Let's see how much we can grow this soul family. Let's see how much impact we can make in the world right now. The world needs you more than ever before. The world needs the best of you. The world needs the level 10 version of you. So let's use this as a time to practice leveling up and showing up as leaders. I love you guys so much, so much. We're going to take everyone off mute as we wrap up today. Guys, go create some magic.
Everybody.
I know. You don't know how long they are. I see you, girl. That's what I do.
Today.
See, here's the assignment for you guys today. Go create some magic, go create some miracles, go change some lives. Of course, we're good on this planet. I love you so much. Take care.